Hey guys, welcome back to Just a Geek in the Garage. Today I want to talk about a soldering station I just picked up from Amazon. I do a lot of kind of electrical work, soldering wires on the circuit board, soldering wires together, things like that. And I kind of go through soldering irons, quite a bit, or did at least in the past. And I decided to go for a soldering station versus just a normal soldering, iron that you can buy just separately. Those tend to seem to fail on me every couple of years, so I figured, spend a little bit extra and get a soldering station. The one here that I have in front of you, I don't even know how you pronounce it. It's like CRTS Worker. I'll put a link in the description. It was on sale for about $29, and I saw it and it looked kind of cool. Had a couple features I didn't have on my old soldering station, and there was a couple things on my old soldering station that always bothered me. And I'll kind of show you my old soldering station here as well. So it wasn't a bad one. It worked out very, very well, and I've used it, quite a bit for the last, couple of years. But, this one, again, Amazon always seems to get me in their kind of ads of things I should be looking at. And I saw this one. It was on sale, so I decided to kind of pull the trigger on it. It's a little bit more powerful than my old one, and it heats up much, much quicker. Just to kind of show you real quick, my old one, without making a big mess over here, is this guy right here. I'm only have this on camera for a second, but it's, a similar station, but it's much, much larger. There's just a lot of plastic that's kind of unnecessary. So it took up a lot more kind of real estate on my workbench. And one thing that always bothered me is this cradle right here that holds the soldering iron itself is all plastic. So if you accidentally kind of, don't get this exactly in the middle, you actually kind of melt around it. And I never liked the buttons on there, especially the power button. Sometimes it wouldn't work when you pressed and held it, things like that. So when I saw this soldering iron station, it kind of solved a few of my issues. First of all, the power is just kind of a traditional, on-off switch, like a toggle switch here at the bottom, which I really, really liked. This part here now is going to be metal, so even if I, don't get this in exactly, it's still going to go in there without melting any plastic. It moves the soldering, the holder for the spool to the top of it, where on my old one, it was on the side. Oops, drop something here. It was on the side, so that also kind of took up a little bit of extra real estate. So, everything about my old one, I bought it because it was on sale for about 21 bucks. Again, if you have the space for it and those couple things don't bother you, it's actually a great little soldering iron. It's worked very well. It comes with a bunch of different tips. It comes with the little, the cleaner for the tip itself. Comes with some tweezers, things like that. So, for about 21 bucks, if you're willing to spend that, I wouldn't, I wouldn't not recommend my old one. But, for about $9 more, this one I think is a little bit better of an option. So, again, so the main couple of things that I liked, again, toggle switch, the metal sleeve here, and then the spool holder up here. Just a quick disclaimer, this white spool is my solder I already had. It comes with this green spool right here, if you can see that. And then one other interesting thing that I haven't seen on other soldering irons, or at least I haven't really done much research, but it actually comes with these helping hands. So you can actually have these here in front of you, where before I kind of either used, one of these Harbor Freight helping hands, which actually work decently well, or I'm just dropping things left and right here, sorry about that. Or I use this Lisle, which I picked up maybe about 6 months ago from the Cornwall truck, but they have these on Amazon as well. And these are really cool because everything is magnetic and you can kind of position it how you want to. So I've been kind of using this a lot, but with this one, it already has everything kind of built in, so that makes it, very, very nice. But you can use, whatever works well for you. So other than the soldering station itself, the spool holder, one spool of solder, helping hands, obviously the soldering iron itself, which just plugs in. It comes with the regular tip that's kind of pre-installed right there, and then it comes with 5 extra tips, like a knife tip, some wider tips, some thinner tips, things like that, depending on what you're looking to do. And then obviously like a little sponge here that you can wet while you're doing it. Comes with this little tip cleaner right here. Comes with the solder remover, which these are really cool. So you can actually, it's almost like a little suction device. Has the screwdriver just to help you put in the screws right there. a little baby wrench to install the helping hands, and then 2 different style tweezers. So it comes with a lot of different things for the price that you're paying. But one of the main reasons why I like this one is it is, you know, a little bit more powerful. This one's 100 watts versus the old one is 60 watts. But it also it gets hot very, very, very quickly. So I just want to do kind of a quick demonstration just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And if you guys do a lot of wiring, I think this is, you know, a great little option. It actually comes in different colors as well. Obviously I chose green because, you know, the majority of the things in my garage are green. And, you know, even though it's silly, one thing that always kind of bothered me about this old soldering iron was the color. But again, it worked. So, you know, I had it for a couple of years without any complaints. But so I'm going to turn it on real quick and we're going to kind of see the speed. So here we go. So it's set at 350 degrees Celsius. You can kind of see how quickly it is ramping up before it's going to melt. So usually once it gets to about 300 degrees is when it's going to melt. So right now it's been roughly about, say, 15 seconds. And let's see here. I think we're around 20 seconds. And here we go. We are at just under 30 seconds and it is already melting. So I mean, for me, that's pretty crazy speed for a soldering iron. I'm used to, you know, a lot of my soldering irons take, you know, a minute, longer than a minute to get up to temperature. So having something that gets hot that fast to where you can just start working really quick and then turn it off, it actually cools down really, really quickly. Here, I just turned it off. I'm gonna have it off here for just a few seconds. Let's give it about 10 seconds or so. And then when you turn it on, you're gonna see how quickly it kind of cooled down. So right now, 10 seconds off, and it's already down to 100 degrees. So that's a, you know, pretty quick ramp up and ramp down, which is very, very nice. So again, just wanted to kind of do a quick video just showing you my new soldering iron. Again, it's about $29.99 on sale right now. I believe it's normally about $40, and it's 25% off right now. But again, I'll leave a link for the other one as well, where if you know what, you don't really care about the speed necessarily of it coming up and the size of the other one, the other one works, you know, very well for what it's designed to do. So tell me, guys, what do you think in the comments? Is, you know, do you guys use soldering stations? If not, do you have another one that you like that's reasonably priced? Because a lot of them end up costing, you know, quite a bit of money. And if you have any that you like, you know, please leave it in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.